from the Metropolitan Lounge for Amtrak, which we have access to since we were in a sleeper car. And I walked out into the beautiful Great Hall here at Union Station in Chicago. I have visited here many times, but never actually been in this space. I've always been downstairs on metro trains and never come to the Amtrak side of things. So this is a quick little view of what it looks like. And we're also going to grab some food here and then board our train very shortly. So we're coming to our first actual stop, and this is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we've been on this train just a little over an hour. And they just told all the coach customers that they need to sort of move together because we're expecting to be a full train from Milwaukee on. So very glad to have our extra space down here in our roomette. And a little bit later I'll do a tour of the whole space.
How can you see that far ahead?
Just could, but here it is. You see it? I'd say that's one of the baseball or football or basketball stadiums here in Milwaukee. Back side of it.
Oh gosh, are you recording me?
I am. You're gonna do.
You didn't ask my permission.
You're gonna do great. You've done it 1,000 times.
Okay, so a couple things. We unfortunately do not have the empanadas.
Okay.
We do not have the crusted shrimp. Instead, we have crab cake. Crab cake is still really delicious. Yeah.
Good.
We also don't have the lemon cake. Instead, we have carrot cake.
Oh yes.
And then we don't have grilled cheese sandwiches, And we do not have the plant-based Awesome Burger. Everything else we've got. And scene.
Good job.
10 months to go if I don't go out on medical first.
Oh.
I do forget a few things on occasion, so if I do, just say, hey, Antonio, and I will turn around and see what you need.
Of course.
Yeah.
See, he already forgot his words.
Oh, and what's that?
I said, see, he already forgot his words.
And if you got an open seat, it's probably going to be mine. So with that,
Mine as well. I learned it from him.
yeah, and they get in trouble, but I usually don't. So.
That is true.
Okay, we'll be going over to my coffee there. I plan on coming in about 8.
Loaded baked potato with chili.
Was Anthony talking about a coffee shop somewhere in North Dakota?
Oh, there's a riverboat.
Oh, yeah, there is a riverboat. Look at how cool that is. Good eyes, Susie.
Tributaries.
Yes, yes.
Bridge.
I'm taking video here. Hush up. I'm going to set it to music. It doesn't matter. Probably. Oh, big steel bridge. Definite bridge. Definite bridge. I'll try not to sing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Look at that. That's very cool. Are you looking out the window? Okay, good.
Crossing the Mississippi at La Crosse.
While we're eating dinner. This was good timing, even though we were worried about our late dinner time.
Top of
Say, it didn't take on very many people here. It wouldn't stop that long.
No. Red Wing, Minnesota. It's coming up on your right. Look up at the grain elevator. So we're parked here in Minneapolis-St. Paul at our last sort of loud stop, and they're filling the train back up. So for instance, a family just got off the train from the family room that's right next door to my roomette, and another family got on and came into it. So definitely a busy time here on Amtrak, which is cool. I thought I'd give you a little quick glance around the roomettes. At the window, you see our folks getting on the train, headed to the car, and then got our little control unit down there. And then I'm on the bed, so there we go. My backpack's at the end because I'm short. And then I've got the privacy curtain pulled, so with that pulled, it's pretty dark in here. Once I turn off the light, it'll be very dark in here. I think I'm gonna read for a bit and then head to bed. stopped for our longest fresh air break of the trip, which is about an hour. We're in Minot, North Dakota. It feels wonderful here. It's been really stuffy and warm on the train, but it's nice and cool here. Feels really good. And so we've gotten our requisite picture in front of the Minot sign, and now we're just gonna stretch our legs for a bit, and I'll give you a view of the whole train. There you go. Pretty long. Very cool. And this is our train car. This is 7:30. So my room is the last set of double windows there, our roomette. And then Dad's room is the single window down at that end. So we've got luckily for us, lots of space since we have that accessible cabin, which is a very good decision, in our own bathroom area. So I don't know if this will come through in the video or not, but I'll try to zoom in. They've been talking about this little coffee cart over here that everybody goes to, so there's a flock of people descending on it. So I wanted to walk down and get video of our engine. There's been a woman that's poked her head out a couple of times, so I'm going to assume we have a female engineer. And there's two of those, and then there's a refueling truck there, and then the baggage car, and then all the other cars start. Long little operation here. So this is the end of our train. This is a sleeper car as well. So there were two coach cars, and then the lounge car, another coach car, the dining car, and then our car, and a couple of other sleepers ahead of us. And so this part, at some point, this train splits. And one part goes to Portland and one part goes to Seattle. And so I have to think that part of the split involves that extra sleeper car that's sort of tucked back here in the back. My guess is those are folks that are going to Portland, because I think we have Seattle folks on our end. So that's the Empire Builder from nose to tail.
Once here in Williston for the second stop. Williston, North Dakota, just ahead.
How did Havre, Montana get its name?
A lady was in there and her boyfriend came in on a horseback and they had been arguing and they got into an argument and he said, "You can have her."
There you go. That's the story of how Havre, Montana got its name. Probably my last video on the train, as we are about 20-30 minutes outside of Glacier. I've got one more stop to make, which it feels like maybe we're coming to. And then we will be getting off the train. A little more of the countryside flashing by. As we get ready to leave it, I'll do a little tour of our roomette. So this is the chair on one side, chair on the other, and then the upper bunk in here, which we didn't use. Susie slept in Dad's room, and then a full window, which is lovely.
promise this whole tour won't be in reverse.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dad is a
Alrighty, so as I get the
mountain
boat
goat
swung
spotter.
around here, I'm just going to point out a couple buildings we have. Forgot to mention, again, my name's Joe, and this is an informal tour, so if you have any questions, just please shout them out. And if you see any wildlife, please let me know so everybody can share in that experience. So off to the right, we got that brown building with the green roof. That is the Cinnapaw's home for about 9 months of the year.
the CD version is like 7.5 minutes long. You're at 6.5 now. She has a master's in music education and taught music for years. She's incredibly talented. She picked one of the longest songs in the book. I know, it's beautifully in tune. So we stopped here at Sun Point, and a few folks went down to the water. This is a point where you can take a little hike down to the water. Dad and I did a little bit of the trail, but decided it was probably a little too treacherous. Susie went on down to the water and then came back up, and we're just sort of here in the parking lot waiting on the group. So this is both upper and lower to Medicine. Upper is back towards the back, and then lower is down here on the bottom. So upper is where we took the boat tour yesterday.